Boom! What's up? There we go. That's a little bit better. Hopefully that broke your speakers and your ears. Guys, I'm excited for today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pumped for today, pumped to be here, and excited for what you guys are learning. This is like the funnest part of funnel building itself. Okay, how many of you guys have enjoyed the lessons so far? I've been watching the comments, watching the chat. It's been a ton of fun stuff, isn't it? And what's interesting is like, where else do you learn this? I have no idea. And every business that I tried personally for such a long time was like this utter embarrassing failure, like time after time after time after time, year after year after year. And I was thinking back, and it really did take me about 17 tries to get one of these at the door. But that didn't include the time, right, of when I actually learned this stuff, okay? It was like 12, 13 businesses I tried before ever learning anything about offer creation, sales message, funnels, okay? And then when I actually did learn it, it was like 2, 3, maybe 4 shots, and then it happened really, really easily. And I did it part-time in the evenings and early morning hours while I was working for someone else, you know what I mean? And so what I want you to understand is like, this is not like I hate learning exceptions to rules, right? I only like to learn the rules. I don't want to be an exception to a rule. Where can I go plug into an opportunity? Where can I plug into something where I don't have to be an exception to a rule in order to be successful? And that's the reason why I like this stuff so much, okay? Because you're going to learn, right? We're learning a lot about what actually makes people purchase. And I believe it's next week. I'm going to go in and we're going to talk more about storing and creating sales messages, right? We're going in and we're talking about what actually makes people feel like they should pay you full price, right? Which is what we've been going through this whole time. And then we're going to talk about the actual funnel itself. Can you guys start to see how a funnel is not just what's on a page? Is that starting to sink in? I'm hoping that that's what's starting to sink in, because it's not just what's on a page, right? And anyway, that always frustrates me a little bit. Like, well, I've been funnel hacking, and I went and I looked, and they got, like I say, they got the green button on the right, so I do too. And I'm like, man, that's not funnel hacking, okay? Okay. All right. So for today, if you guys haven't had a chance to, obviously make sure you always go do this. Obviously, everything that we're starting to do is starting to build on itself. Okay. So there's anyway, and it's just going to continue. Make sure you don't fall behind. Make sure that you're taking those PDFs seriously. Again, some of this might feel like Mr. Miyagi, a little wax on, wax off-ish. I actually keep this next to my desk here, little Mr. Miyagi figurine. I gave one to Russell. He's totally my Mr. Miyagi. I pouted about some of the things he was telling me to do early on in my life, in this game, I mean. and I was like, no, man, I'm not going to go publish. No, man, I'm not going to try and become an attractive character. No, man, I'm not going to do that. I was like, you know, what if? It's not like anything, you know, this is before I've been in person. It's like, what if? I mean, it's not like I was really being successful anyway at that time. I wasn't. Right? I was learning all these great things, but none of it was like gelling together, gelling like a felon, right? None of it was actually coming together. And so when I started doing some of these things like wax on, wax off, I was like, I don't understand why this has to do with anything. And then suddenly there'd be this module or something in a course, and it all came together. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I get it. Okay, so that's what we're doing. And so some of them might feel that way a little bit. So make sure you do not fall behind. Please dedicate time to doing this and letting these things germinate in your head. When we first we were doing this event for a while, it was a 2 or 3 day event. What I realized is that if people showed up to the event before they had time, like if the event was the first time that their head ever went to somebody's marketing principles, right? If this was the first time, it was super challenging, right? I need you to have mat time, right? It's like Russell's a wrestler, right? Right? The amount of time he spent on a mat versus the other guy drastically affected how successful he was. It's the exact same principle with anything you do. I need you to log some serious mat time. I was logging so many hours in the ClickFunnels editor that I started dreaming in the editor. And that actually happened to me 2 nights ago again. It's the first time it's happened in a while, but I had a dream that I was building in, right? And it's kind of weird, but like it's kind of like sitting into my subconscious a little bit, right? And I need you to get to that zone. The only way I know how to do that is straight up volume, right? Just volume, right? You should be eating and drinking just an insatiable amount of this stuff and just taking it in, taking it in, taking it in. And if you're getting overwhelmed, great. It means you're in the learning zone, right? As long as you're in the positive overwhelm. So please stay in those zones, and everything is continue to build on itself as we move forward. All right, so if you have watched Russell's thing so far, if you have not, the lesson today is about what we call offer sequencing, okay? Offer sequencing this is, again, it's kind of a shorter lesson, but it's extremely important. Right, yesterday we used I just grabbed somebody random here. Somebody was asking if this was live. This is live. It's Wednesday, October 17th at 11:08 Mountain Time. Hello, this is live. I'm with you guys right now, okay? Okay. But yesterday we went through and I was grabbing the baby bibs just because that's the first one I saw on there. Okay, baby bibs, right? And we created an offer about baby bibs, right? Now we went through and we said, you know, what if these baby bibs, and I was just grabbing something random because I want to prove, I keep trying to prove to people how simple and how easy this game really is. You can do for anything. I don't care what you're selling, okay? Right, and we grabbed, hey, we turned baby bibs, the product, into an offer, right? So the first thing in there was a baby bib, and then we had multiple sets of them, and then multiple designs, and those little lanyard clip things that make the binky little pacifier not fall out, okay? And then anyway, then we had little info products on sanitary ways to make sure that, you know, these kind of detergents are the best for baby skin. And then we had a little info product for, hey, here's the best kind of things to feed a baby, and make sure you're writing disclaimers, you know, all over the place, I'm sure, especially for babies. But we turned that into an offer. And since they're info products, and since they're things you most likely were going to be sending anyway, a simple restructuring of how we present it to the customer makes the perceived value shoot through the roof. Okay? Biggest thing ever, which is awesome. Okay, now what we want to talk about today is the order which you show those products. Okay? It's really the offer is just a mass of multiple products. Okay, and somebody's bringing up affiliate marketing. Let's talk about affiliate marketing, okay? Let's do it again today, and I want to share. Let's grab. Okay, someone let's rifle off your product. What product are you guys selling? Let's do this again, and I'm gonna do it fast. Do it fast. Coaching, tactical music lessons, coaching, ClickFunnels. Let's use ClickFunnels. That'd be kind of fun, anyway. All right. Okay, let me share my screen here, and we're gonna build an offer as if we are selling ClickFunnels as an affiliate. Okay, check this out. So let's go into. Let me share the screen here. So I'm excited. It's funny, you guys. So many of you guys mentioned this one. The reason why. So I was the #1 affiliate for the 30 Days book, with the exact same stuff I'm showing you right now, okay? Offer creation, sales message writing, that was it. It didn't matter that it wasn't my product, okay? I don't care if it's not your product. I don't care if you're a salesman selling somebody else's thing, okay? This is how the game's played. This is why people care about what you're doing. All right, so let me come in here real quick, and I'm gonna grab, so let's say we're selling ClickFunnels itself. Sound good? All right, now the major product here. Major product, right, the actual, I'm sorry, problem, solution. This is the abbreviated version of this, right? Let me shrink down my stuff here in Zoom so I can record the screen. Product, solution, cost to you, price for customer, perceived value. In many ways, this is coaching. Why, yes, it is. Okay, perceived value. Boom. Okay. It was like I'm just kind of coming up with those categories off the top of my head, but those are exactly what we would go and grab, okay? So we come in here, let me grab, okay, boom, boom, bam. Bonus points if you sing while you speak. Yeah. All right, here we go. And boom. Okay, sweet. What is the problem ClickFunnels is solving? Let's start right at the top. Okay, #1, we're talking about ClickFunnels, and let's just say that we're talking about the $97 ClickFunnels. Okay, what problem are we solving? I'm watching you guys' chats here. Come on in here and just drop it. We're brainstorming together, and this is how it goes. Remember, I'm going to squirt a water bottle at you guys and call you a bad kid if you don't, if you judge anyone else's thing. I will fly to wherever you are and shoot a water bottle at you. All right, leads. Right, leads, sales, sweet. Creating a website, promise, sweet, a job, yeah, right, solving the job problem. Okay, cool, sweet, graphic design. We'll just say leads and sales just to keep it kind of broad across the top. That way it attracts and appeals to lots of businesses, okay? Now, when somebody gets ClickFunnels, what problems do people need to solve that they didn't have They didn't have to solve it before they had ClickFunnels, right? What were all, okay, tech, learning it in general, learning it, copywriting I'm seeing, yeah, knowing how to set it up, just kind of set up in general, kind of back office stuff, hosting, domain stuff, okay, kind of more like the tech, yeah, domain stuff. The actual funnel itself, right? How to actually, what funnel fits where? I see shopping cart. Funnel fits, funnel for their biz, right? Yeah, their big biz, the biz, right? Which one goes where? Autoresponders. Yeah, that's right, autoresponders. Right? There's a few things that go into it. It's simple. The concepts are simple. We're teaching you, but sometimes it's just like riding a bike. It takes a little while to get on it for a bit, and then it's totally fine. SMTP, right? Okay, cool. So we got a whole bunch of stuff here, right? Got the other expenses, backpack, why you do the how. Sorry, Lindy, not understand that one. Membership, learning backpack, Action X. Yeah, actually just learning the software itself. Setup plus learning curve of the actual software itself. Yeah, retargeting, how to get traffic. Ooh, yeah, traffic. Too many solutions, conversion strategy behind it. Awesome. All right, and just like we're talking about here, they got to know how to actually make an offer. They got to know how to write a sales message, which I guess goes into copywriting, so we'll leave that one up there. They might need to become an attractive character on the internet that they've never really had to do before, right? Which is super cool, right? This is like handing somebody a plane when they've been on a tricycle their whole life, right? It's faster, and you're gonna get wherever you want really quick, but you're like, whoo, that's a lot of stuff, right? Your product is no different, whatever it is that you're selling. To you, you're like, no, it's not. But if somebody hasn't ever seen your thing before, if it truly is a blue ocean, it is this way. Okay, you getting it? There's a little bit of, you cause, exactly. You cause overwhelm in your customer's mind, right? So let's go through this real fast. We did this yesterday. I'm going to go through this real fast. And what we're going to go do is I want to share with you guys, I want to share with you guys how to actually lay out the sequence itself and what order of these products we would present. Okay, so after this, I'll go over into where all great funnels are created, paint, and we will draw this out. I want to share this with you guys. Okay, what could we create so people go and they can actually learn ClickFunnels itself? Just kind of the two of these. So you know what? I'm actually gonna delete this. Yeah, video setup guides. You can call it something like that. Video setup tutorials. Yes, kind of step-by-step checklist. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, video setup tutorials / checklists. Sweet, awesome. What could we do? Domain stuff. You see how that can kind of get wrapped in that same thing? So now we're kind of combining a few of these things. Shopping cart. How would we fix that as well? Well, probably with the exact same thing. Okay. See how that now? What you're going to notice is in each of the offers that we create, there's kind of similar categories throughout. There's like an educational piece. And knowledge is an amazing thing to sell in general, right? But a lot of this stuff isn't necessarily tangible, whether in the technical sense or a lot of it's knowledge based, right? So I could wrap, hey, how do you set up a shopping cart? How do you set up domain stuff into the setup / learning things? So these things could actually all go together right there. Okay, now what else could I go do for funnels for their business? How could I solve that problem? Right, what could I go create? Yeah, funnel swipes, right? I could go create share funnels. I could be like, hey, if you're an e-com, I have a great funnel that's pre-made for you. Here you go, and you can use it in your e-com biz. Or if you're like, hey, you know what? I got this awesome info product biz funnel. I got this awesome lead gen funnel specifically for B2B. I got that, right? Does that make sense? You're thinking through the different categories of people who might be using it, and you're trying to help solve those additional follow-up problems that you created. Okay, so let's go with share swipe funnels, like swipe files, right? Cool. All right. Now, how would I go and help them set up? How would I help them solve the problem of autoresponders? Right. Let's say not just the text setup. I'm probably what about like an email writing course? Top converting email swipe files, something like that, right? Now we could set that off in a PDF, or we could go and there's a lot of ways to deliver the thing. Right. Funny enough, you could probably have this be an audio, or they just listen to you read the emails. That'd be a little boring, but you could do it, right? Probably the best would be in a PDF or something that's printed, or something that's, physical or whatever, even Word docs itself. Now, what can I do? How can I solve the problem of traffic? What if I'm like, hey, here's the top 5 traffic methods, just kind of across the board right now, regardless of what you sell. Here's how you get the most eyeballs. The most eyeballs masterclass. We call it something like that. Okay. All right. Well, check it out. Here's all these ways we can get in. Video tutorial, setup guides. Yeah, interview. Yeah, I love that. I love that, Sebastian. 100%. Right. You could go in and you could add in. Anyway, let's just finish this real quick, and I want to talk about what Sebastian just brought up. This is important. Offer creation stuff. Right. You could have a. Here's the top converting offers per, I don't know, for the 5 major industries. Let's say you're just targeting people who are dog owners. Here's the top 5 converting offers in the dog market, right? Is that valuable? Heck yeah, man. And what's the cost to you to fulfill it? Like nothing, man. The freaking cost of electricity and an email. That's it, right? Or a members area. Even if you are shipping out something, like it's not going to be that much. It's not going to be that much. You don't have to pay for it when someone actually comes and buys it, right? You could ship this thing on demand, right? Top converting offers for in the dog food industry. I don't know. Does that make sense? Whatever it is that you're selling. Okay, this is getting real sexy here. Copywriting. Now you see how Russell did this, right? When he's selling funnel hacks, right? Oh, I don't know how to write copy. Don't worry about it. We're going to give you this thing called funnel scripts, right? It's going to write out a copy for you. Does that make sense? He's answering the follow-up problem that was created, which is awesome. Makes it more valuable. Okay. All right. Now that's a pretty sexy offer, right? And what's the cost to you? If you're selling an affiliate thing, nothing, right? It's 0. Funnel scripts, still 0. It's already probably a part of the thing that you're affiliate marketing for anyway, right? The actual videos, tutorial setup, and 0. Cost of electricity. Swipe files, 0. Top converting emails, 0, 0, 0. Okay, you see how this is? But we're going with ClickFunnels stuff. So dog food industry doesn't make sense. Top converting offers in the info industry, or whatever it is that you're doing, right? The cost to you is nothing money wise. Now you have to spend a little bit of time as a cost, and that's okay. You're going to go in, and Sebastian brought up a great point here. Okay, when you think about this, do you have to be the one to create all of that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Right? Interviews, right? Just brought it up. Sebastian just did, right? And several of you guys are now. 100%, right? Funnel Rolodex. Exactly. There are other experts that, funny enough, know these topics way better than you do. And even if you are going in and you're selling, you got a red ocean, you're stemming out into a brand new blue one, there are experts inside of the red who would be glad to dump all their knowledge on something for you for free so you can go do it. And you're like, hey, by the way, I'm going to highlight you in this product I'm selling. I'll give you away this thing as a bonus. Free eyeballs for them? Are you kidding? Absolutely. Of course they're going to get referrals from that. Right? I've used that play several times, and it's amazing. That's exactly what Russell did for this book. He didn't write it. He had 30 other people come in and write all the chapters. That is an amazing play to run when it comes to creating offers. You don't got to create all this stuff, guys. Go in and find the experts. Find the person. If you are obsessed, let's say you are obsessed over dog food, okay? Someone I was coaching was, okay? So I'm just saying that. If you are obsessed over organic, homemade dog food, which this person was selling, which is awesome, go find the other people that are as obsessed over their thing as you are over your dog food, okay? I want to find somebody who is obsessed, just as obsessed about funnels, or their thing, as I am about funnels and offer creation. When I find someone who's fanatical and they're kind of a crazy psycho guy, right, and they got the twitch in their eyeball, and I'm like, yeah, that's the sign. They're nuts. Cool. I want that person. They're out on the fringes. Let me interview them. Easiest way ever to create products, especially info product stuff, okay? So when you come in here, don't think like, oh my gosh, I got all these things to do. Or the biggest pushback I've ever had when I say things like this is that they'll say, well, Steven, I am in the software business, so that doesn't really apply to me because I'm in software and I can't just like go quickly have somebody else make that. Well, you could have somebody else make it, but I understand what you're saying. You still can bundle together a whole bunch of other things with it. That's exactly what Russell did with ClickFunnels. It's a software. He didn't make it. He noticed the problems that people were having once they used it. He made products around those follow-up problems, and now he bundled together in a program called Funnel Hacks. Okay? which is why it is so awesome. It solves so many issues and problems for the customers that come on in. Okay, is this making sense? Right now, a lot of this stuff, I'm just kind of ad-libbing it, just so you know. But this is exactly how we brainstorm this stuff, so that you can go in and stop getting stuck on what it is that people, you know, a lot of people get stuck on this kind of thing. So if this is the offer, what's the price to the customer? Right? Okay, $97 a month. Right? Let's say that you're being an affiliate for ClickFunnels, and you say something like, you know what? When you go to ClickFunnels through my affiliate link, I'm going to give you this product, this offer. And you're just going to name this stuff, right? And this is going to be probably part of it, or let's say it's something else. Let's say you're not doing funnel scripts, because I can't remember how this stuff is structured there. Okay, but let's say you got your own copywriting thing. Copywriting, interviews, swipe file also, okay. Swipe files, okay. Right, price to the customer, and you're like, oh man, what would you think that'd be worth? On the low end, let's say it's $297, right? Or price to the customer, right? Give me extra zero. I'm sorry, I'm skipping ahead to perceived value, right? So it's not going to cost them anything there. Nothing. But the perceived value. This is the one where everything goes down, right? This is the one that's awesome. Alrighty, cool. So if I'm going to go in, what's the perceived value of a copywriting thing? Yeah, let's say $497, right? A video setup guide on how to use it all. Let's say that. Oh, that comes to you for free, but the perceived value of that, I'll say it's $97. Walkthroughs on how to use ClickFunnels. Most of it's already created in the support tickets anyways, or support docs. Right, funnels for their business. Swipe file funnels. Okay, this is big, right? This is real big. Let's say it's worth $1,000. Perceived value. Are you kidding? Right? People charge a lot of money to do this kind of stuff. Autoresponders, setting up the autoresponder email, let's say $597. Traffic, let's go back to $997. There's no funnel if you don't have traffic in general. How to actually do offer creation. You know, you could say, hey, look, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's the thing actually selling. Now the perceived value of this, look at this, $4,600. It's high perceived value compared to what the thing is. Does that make sense? That's exactly the reason why I won this thing. I'm just saying as a little case study here, okay? I went in and I created an offer where the perceived value was so freaking high compared to the stuff that it drastically outdid the cost of $100 for the book and the challenge. Okay, you can do this for anything. Does it make sense for affiliate marketing? I don't care if you're B2B, you're retail, you're whatever, right? E-com, doesn't matter. Alrighty, okay. So now let's go in here, and what we need to do is we basically need to think through the order that the human brain experiences problems in. Okay? Oh baby, you guys excited? Buckle up, baby. This is gonna be fun. All right, here we go. Where all good things start, paint. Sometimes you just gotta yell, you know? You guys are like, you're a weirdo. All right, here we go. Okay, check this out. Okay, when I was a door-to-door salesman, I was good. Okay, I was good. I was good for the first while, and I was good for the first half of the summer for a very specific reason. About 3 weeks, I did 2 summers of door-to-door sales, and then I was actually a telemarketer for a while. I want to apologize on behalf of the entire industry for all the dinners I have interrupted. Okay, I was a door-to-door sales guy, right? And the reason I was good, and the reason I was good at telemarketing, is because I got good at for the first 3 weeks. I made sure to take note of every single question that I was getting, right? And people would ask me things, and I was selling pest control, right? And you can imagine the list of questions that I'd be getting. The questions at the beginning, well, is it safe, right? Is there a contract? What are the things would you guys ask a pest control salesman? Right? Is it safe? Is there a contract? What if my kids lick it? Right? Someone asked me that once. Right? Yeah, is it safe for pets? Right? Yeah, how long does it last? How long is it good for? How long is it good? Right? And you got to be doing this, okay? Yeah, what pest does it kill? I'm going to show you guys why a lot of you guys don't sell stuff if you've been trying this game for a while here. Right? Yeah, does it actually work? Is there, I already have a company. That was a common one. I already have it. You gotta overcome that. I already have pest control, right? Yeah, what's the refund policy? /guarantee. Guarantee. There we go. Yeah, does the rain make it go away, right? Okay, you guys can kind of see, are you in a sales scenario right now? No, but you can think through all of the objections that somebody is having to your product right now, or the future product which you're creating right now, okay? So if I got all of these objections, okay, something that I need to help you guys with right now, I need you to understand this, okay? Not all, you got to know the difference between an objection and a concern, okay? Check this out, okay? I am not trying to list out concerns. This is only objections, that's it, okay? So I like to list out a ton of objections. Objections are excuses that stop the sale. Okay, they bring the whole thing to a screeching halt. Concerns don't. They just want to be heard. Okay, so when I would go out and I'd say something like, "Hey, here's the pest control," and they'd bring up one like, "Well, okay, I got to talk to my spouse," and I would say something like, "Hey, I totally understand. I'm married as well. I actually get it. But I just got to ask you a question. Like, does your wife want the bugs anyway? Like, she probably wants you to get rid of them anyway, right? I mean, would it make you look like a rock star if you just did this?" And if they said, "You know what? Yeah, let's do this," that was a concern. If they said, "You know what? I get it, but I still need to talk to her," that's an objection. Okay? Not everyone's objections and concerns are the exact same. But you got to get good at filtering out the top objections, okay, for why somebody's not buying your thing. Now, this might feel like I'm getting ahead of where we're going here, but this actually, in my mind, this is how I actually create offer sequencing, okay, is I come down here and let's start listing out the top, talk to my spouse. There we go. I'm just going to toss that one down here at the bottom, okay? What we need to do is I go in, and you guys have to understand the way sales psychology happens, okay? I want to walk you guys through this here real quick, right? When I was doing that fake book story, I sold you, right? A lot of you guys bought it. A lot of you guys at least put it inside of the Amazon cart even, okay? I know that because I had a overwhelming amount of messages from you guys either cursing me out and thanking me, or just thanking me, or just cursing me out. Okay, it's one of those three options. Okay, the brain experiences sales in a certain order, usually. Okay, most of the time. Okay, and check this out. You have to understand this, and this is the reason why the offer sequencing gets laid out in the way it does, and it actually will directly coincide with the sales message we will help you create next week. Okay, so you got to table part of this till next week, but we still need to touch on it in order for you to actually understand and grasp offer sequencing itself. Okay, when you see anything new, the brain starts to fire up a whole bunch of subconscious red flags. Holy crap, this is something new, and its only job, right? It's called the croc brain, right? Or people call it the ancient brain, right? It's that part of the brain that it just keeps you alive and safe. Okay, it's the fight, flight, freeze. It's the part of the brain that says, should I eat this? Should I become a team with this thing? Should I mate with it, right? Should I run? Should I hide, right? It's a whole bunch of things that just keep the human body alive. That's it. Okay, anything new, whether or not a sale is happening. Yeah, reptilian brain, right? That's another word for it as well, right? It's a part, we all have it. And subconsciously, whether or not you want to do these things, you are running through a series of red flags. How many of you guys have tried, you were like, hey, I'm going to go try this thing that's brand new. And as you start trying this thing that's brand new, let's say something freaky, you're like, oh my gosh, why am I doing this? And you try and back out, right? That's the croc brain. That's the reptilian brain firing off like crazy. And it's trying to go, are you safe? Are you safe? Is everything okay? Okay? What you're really pitching and what the offer is really soothing is that reptilian brain. Okay? How did you figure this out? A lot of freaking study. Okay? Check this out. It's a great book called Pitch Anything. You guys can go check it out. It'll talk a little bit about this concept. Okay? The offer, you know what? Let's stop that for a second. Okay? What happens is inside of the brain, okay, if I can get past that croc brain, I go back to the logic center, right? I go back to that's where I logically, how many of you guys believe you're smart buyers? You're a logical, safe, smart buyer. Liars. Liars. No one is a logical, safe, smart buyer. Okay? Nobody is. Okay? It's because all buying is emotional. We think it's logical. And if we think it's logical, it means that we have correctly soothed and we have sufficiently soothed that reptilian brain, and we are back in the hippocampus, the area where it's logical, but it's totally emotional. But we think it's logical. Okay? Okay, so check this out. Okay? The brain, once you get past that part, experiences the sale typically in this order. I will first question the product itself. Okay? We call the product a vehicle. Okay? It's the vehicle to get whatever the customer is wanting to go get. Okay? I usually will have vehicle-based concerns. Okay? I usually have vehicle-based concerns. Well, I don't know. And a lot of you guys brought these up. Is the pest control even good? Right? You're questioning the product itself. Okay? You're questioning the product itself. That's usually the first round of questions that come around inside the brain. Well, is it any good? Well, does it even kill the bugs I hope for? Right? Does it even? What if my kids lick it? Right? Someone asked me that on a door once. That's why I bring that up. Okay, and it's usually about the product itself. If I can overcome the objections about the product itself, I graduate to the second kind of objection. The second kind of, and I'm going to draw this out because I'm crazy visual, but I need to speak it through first, okay? I graduate to the second kind of objection. The second kind of objection is usually about the person's internal beliefs about themselves and their ability to be successful with the product. For example, right? A lot of you guys, right, you're starting to go through this. This is how I knew how to sell you on that fake book, because I know a lot of you guys have internal-based fears, almost more than anything else. So I talked a little bit about the vehicle, the book, but really, I needed to dive deep on the internal, right? The insecurities, right? The fears, the objections about one's own self, okay? Oh, you know what? I do think that pest control is actually going to be okay. Watch this several times if you guys need to. This is like the actual sales psychology. So this is a huge deal, okay? This is a huge deal. It's one of the reasons why my stuff sells so well. It's the reasons why Russell's stuff sells so well. We're good on answering vehicle, internal, and then external based objections, both with the sales message and the offer. There's the secret. Class dismissed. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, check this out. So I'm going to go in. If I can get you to subdue the vehicle-based objections, you will graduate to internal-based objections. You know what? I just don't know if I'm good enough for pest control. Right? Funny enough, people will say that kind of thing. Whether or not they're saying it, they're thinking it. Right? I just don't know. You know what? I was a little bit mean the other day. I could probably deal with the bugs a little bit. You know what? I don't know if I'm worthy for this kind of thing. You know what? I'm not good enough. You know what? I'm not the kind of person that would pay for something like that. Right? They're having an identity crisis. It's all about themselves. It's all about this internal hang-up that they've got going on. You got to address that. And we tie a product in the offer to that objection. So I'm going to draw this out here in a second. This is like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Okay, when something's like cool, it's nectar. When something's like so cool you can't handle it, it's nectar pie. We're like way past nectar pie, okay? Oh my gosh. Technical terms all over the place today. Holy smokes. All right, okay, check this out. Right, so if I go in, I have first product or vehicle-based objections. And once I overcome those, then I typically will graduate to internal-based objections. Right, then if I can get you past your internal ones, right, you're like, oh, you know what? My identity does fit with that product. The third thing that I will graduate to is a whole bunch of external-based objections. I will graduate and usually it's time. It's, do I have enough time to do this? A lot of you guys ask that. Do I have enough money to pull this off? What if I don't have support from my spouse? What if I have a question and it needs to be answered? Those are all external-based concerns. Okay? And the reason why most people don't sell well is because their entire script is based on external-based concerns, not objections, and they don't even touch vehicle or internal-based ones. Okay? Especially not internal. Okay, I just said a crap ton of technobabble. Is anybody confused? Let me draw this. I gotta draw it. I gotta draw it here real quick. Okay, check this out. So what I like to go do is I like to list out all of the objections that I can see somebody would have about my main product, not my offer. My main product, right? If I'm selling ClickFunnels right here and I'm an affiliate for this, that's my main product, right? What are all the objections somebody will have when they purchase my thing? And I start listing them out. Was it safe? right? Right? Yeah, we didn't even bring up price. Someone brought that up. What's the price of the thing? What is that? Price is an external-based objection. I didn't even spell it right. Whatever. Okay, this is pre-C. Anyway, okay, and what I go do is I list out, oh, you know what? This right here, is it safe? Is it safe? Is it safe? That sounds like that's a vehicle, that's a product-based objection. Is there a contract? That's totally an external-based, and you guys may not get this, but anyway, stick with me for a second. Once you understand this, the game gets real easy. Okay, funnel building is so freaking easy. What people screw up on is what I'm doing right now. Okay, you gotta get good at this, right? What if my kid licks it? That's probably an external-based concern, right? Pets, definitely external. How long is it good? That could be vehicle or external. Well, let's go with vehicle. What pests will it kill? That's totally vehicle. I'm questioning the product's ability to deliver. That's vehicle-based objection. All right, I already have pest control. I'm set. I'm good. It's probably an internal one. Do you have a refund or guarantee? That's internal and external. Funny about guarantees, people want the guarantee because of status protection. So it's kind of an internal and external one. I need to talk with my spouse. That's totally external. Price, totally external. What's funny is that most of the time, most pitches are mostly external-based objections, but you still got to address the vehicle and the internal ones as well. Getting this? Okay. What I go do then is I figure out the number one, what I think is going to be the number one product-based objection. What is it? How long is it good? Probably what pests will it kill, right? Bam. Okay. I already have pest control, or what's another internal one? I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I don't think it's a big deal. If you're pitching those kinds of people, anyway, you're probably not going to get high value anyway. It's the, if I go with, I'm trying to think of another internal based one. Let me get these. Yeah, it could be a status thing. I think that's right, Kenneth. I don't have any experience. It could be that. Maybe I've never had it before. Maybe that's the best one there. Let's say it's that. Let's say you're pitching somebody new. I've never seen the need for it, right? Maybe they really don't have that many. And there were places I was pitching in that was like that. Okay, well, it's an identity crisis, right? They're having a crisis over their own need for the thing. Okay. So let's say that's the internal, right? So now we got V, we got I, and the biggest external. Sometimes there's multiples on this one. We could go contract. See, this is where you customize parts of the pitch. Refund, probably price. Definitely price is always going to be one of them. Oops. Price will definitely always be one of them. And then a second big one is probably, I'd say either guarantee or contract. It'd be money related in general, which might go under the price one. Anyway, does that make sense? So what I would go do is, now that I know what those things are, what did we just figure out? The top problems. Now the next thing all I got to go do is grab from these products and these solutions I've already brainstormed and just match which one goes to solve that objection. Yeah? Yeah. What's good in the hood? Okay. What's interesting about this is when you actually pull this off, we're going to be using this here in the future for the actual sales letters. Yeah, I'm just trying to use a lot of examples: pest control, ClickFunnels, baby bibs. Okay, all over the place. Just so you guys see, right? All you're doing is you're just listing out the number one knee-jerk objections. Like they don't even have to think about them. They're like, oh, but. Right, it's almost like you're hitting them in the gut. Oh, but what about, I gotta talk to my spouse. Oh, but what about, is it even good? But what about, is it even gonna kill, right? What are those number one, they don't even have to think about them, knee-jerk objections. And when you have that main thing, and you have a product that resolves the number one knee-jerk objections that they're gonna be having, and you bundle that together, offer. Sexy offer, amazing offer, kills it, absolutely incredible. Yeah. You likey? Right? Jim has trust. Then we're not talking about sales scripts right now. In a sales script, we'd go in and we'd add testimonials and a few other things like that. But guarantees, seals, and trust things, and yeah, exactly. But right now, I'm not right here. Okay, so we're just doing offer right now. Okay, does this make sense? Okay, so let's come back over here to the ClickFunnels one, right? So if we got the ClickFunnels one here, and we're thinking about offer sequencing, right? Right, the order in which we present the offer. Okay, the order in which we present the offer, and if you haven't seen it, please go watch it right after this. Okay, let's go in here real quick. I'm gonna say don't save. Let me just open up a new thing here, right? Because Russell draws out in today's training this funnel. Watch this. Okay, first you got a squeeze page, then you got a sales page, then you have an upsell, right? That's it. And then he talks about how there's an ad right here that's driving traffic. Right, here's the squeeze page. Sales page. OTO, we call it a one-time offer. It's the upsell. Okay. So if that's kind of the funnel, right? And we got the ad coming in here, and bam, once they opt in here, bam, then they go to this page here, right? This is how we do it. So if I go in and I'm crafting the offer, and I'm thinking through the objections, and I'm thinking what the number one product-based objection is going to be, and I'm thinking about the number one internal-based objection is going to be, and I'm thinking about the number one external-based objection is going to be, and I match a product to answer that problem, that objection, right? Then I just have to figure out which page has what product on it. It's really simple. Okay, so if I'm going in and I'm selling something like, let's say I'm selling, let's go back here. Let's use the ClickFunnels example. Let's say that we are a ClickFunnels affiliate. Bam. Okay. So right here we can see if I go, okay, ClickFunnels. If I'm selling ClickFunnels, right? ClickFunnels is the main product itself. Okay. It's probably most likely that I'm going to be selling on the main thing, right? I guess you could put it on an OTO, but not really. I'd probably put it on the main sales thing, right? Hey, go get the ClickFunnels, and when you're done, you get this here, right? Or let's say that we're selling, let's say you're selling your own software, right? So you got your own software here. Okay, the main product, let's say I'm selling on the sales page. Okay, so that takes care of that one. Make it, that's like heinously green. What products on here are probably like answer product-based objections? Probably the setup stuff, right? I'm questioning the product itself. I'm questioning the setup of the product itself. Like, okay, how do I set, right? Does that make sense? It's about setup stuff. Are you guys following me, or is this like crazy deep? I'm actually staying in kind of 30,000 foot view here so that you guys understand how we structure this stuff. It's actually not chance. This whole game is very formulated, and that's kind of what I'm talking about right here. And I will continue to do this formula over and over and over and over throughout this challenge so that you see everything else is going to begin to set up off of this stuff. Everything in the future that we build off of here, the sales message comes from this. Okay? The sales message comes from that list of objections. The offer comes from the list of objections. The objections come from you having a little bit of experience in the red ocean. Everything builds on itself as we move forward. And so I'll continue to do this process, and I have a one-sheet thing as well that's freaking awesome that I'll go through. And anyway, okay. Blake said setup may be more internal, and yeah, that's my only concern with it, is that it might be as well. But let's say traffic. Traffic, every time we've done, let's say you're selling a software, traffic is almost always external. Okay, this is cool. I see your software is great, ClickFunnels. I see that I could pull it off, but man, I just don't know how to get traffic. That's an external resource-based objection. Right, so I would have a product here about the most eyeballs, right? How to get traffic. And if you notice, when Russell was selling .com Secrets, the actual book, one of his upsells was traffic, because he was answering the offer sequencing. He was answering that objection. He was trying to include it in there. Okay. Okay. So if I go in here, bam, offer stuff, top converting email swipe files, share swipe funnels, video setup guide. So the main thing, yeah. Okay. My situation is different. No, it's not. Okay, here we go. Squeeze page. Now, what would be super sexy that we could drop here for people to actually get them to come into the funnel? A squeeze page. Now, if I was like, okay, share funnels, top converting, Talk converting email swipe files. That'd be kind of cool. Someone already knows what email swipe files even are. They probably have an idea of something like ClickFunnels might be or funnel software in general, right? Offer creation. Okay, cool. So video setup stuff. So all this setup and learning stuff. Would probably come as the bonus for the software, right? You're gonna get the software plus the setup guide on how to use it and overcome the learning curve. Plus, I'll teach you how to do domain stuff. Plus, I'll teach you to set up the shopping cart. Like, woo, check it out. Okay, which probably takes care of this one. I would. So somebody who, right? Because if you're selling ClickFunnels directly, you're probably gonna be speaking to people. The easiest hot traffic to get is people who already know what a funnel even is, right? So a front-end squeeze page thing, I'd probably toss in there something like the share funnel swipe file. I'd probably also toss that in here as well. Share funnel swipe file. That's what's kind of incentivizing them to get it through my link, right? You go top converting info products in the industry, top converting email swipe files. Copywriting swipe file. Okay, that'd be kind of cool. So really it's swipe files. Swipe file, swipe file, swipe file. So I would put these things then on the squeeze page. So make a cool PDF or I don't know, whatever, right? A PDF or some way to deliver this awesome epic swipe file. And you get that for free. And on the very next, does that make sense? So you're talking to people, who kind of know maybe what funnels might be, right? And you're going, here's my copywriting swipe file stuff, and also my swipe file from my top converting emails, and also the top converting info products or whatever it is that you're targeting for all these people. By the way, you know really cool software that does this all anyway, and you can just host it straight in, this thing called ClickFunnels. And by the way, when you get ClickFunnels, through this link right here, afterwards I will send you, right, just send a screenshot of your receipt back to me, and I'll send you my personal setup guide. I'll send you my personal swipe files for, let's say, your info products, my personal swipe files, and share funnels for the info product, the actual shopping cart stuff, domain stuff as well, and then boom, the next one. By the way, you got this thing called ClickFunnels now. It's awesome. Why don't you learn how to get some sweet traffic? You see how offer sequencing plays in here? All right, I grab, if it's in the funnel like this, I grab pieces that would be most sexy for people coming on, just to get people in the door, opting into that squeeze page. Then I'm selling the main product on my sales page, the actual order page itself, right? The main thing I want to be selling, and I've turned it into an offer already just on its own. And then I got a few leftover things that I can go tossing over on the OTOs and the upsells and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah, or boom, boom, right? This is sexy stuff right here. Nice. Little challenge to do with affiliate marketing. It might be. I hope you understand the concept behind all this stuff, though. Okay, and now when you're going in and you're selling through affiliate links or whatever, right? When I was doing this for this book, there was an actual price value for what it is the bonuses were when they got the book through me. Okay, and that's how I did that. What about the squeeze page offer? Well, we just created it right here. Yeah, how did homeschool? Anyway, sweet. All right, cool guys. You getting this? I went on a little bit longer. These things are like so freaking key. I have to help you guys understand this stuff. Okay, so the easiest way I have found to do this stuff, right? You're going in and you are funnel hacking. You're offer hacking the red ocean. Start writing down all the stuff, right? That's what yesterday's assignment was. Write down all the stuff that you see other people selling, right? And easy ways to do the written word, the spoken words, like Russell was saying, right? Easy ways to deliver it digitally, physically, other things like that. And you're seeing what is selling. And then when you go through and you start figuring out, okay, I got this blue ocean thing that no one's really ever seen before. What are all the objections going to be? Or what do I think they're going to be? You just list out a huge list, right? And then I go through and I categorize them. Okay, well, here's kind of like a vehicle-based objection. Here's like an internal one. Here's an external one. What of these products from the red ocean that I've already seen or selling well fit and answer that objection? Oh, sweet. Okay, and then that one. Oh, and then that one. I could bundle together like that. And by the way, I don't even have to be the one to create all of them. Sweet. And then, oh, that could draw the funnel out. And this would be the best, most sexy one to see first. And the sexy one to see next. Here's the follow-up problem I'm noticing they're probably going to have after they buy from the sales page. Let's make sure we answer that on the OTO with that. Now, you guys getting this? That's the reason why we geek out about this crap so much. It's so fun. It's so awesome. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff all over the place to help you guys get this stuff off the ground. So I've got funnels drawn all over whiteboards all over the place, and that's what I'm looking at. I'm not just drawing boxes. I'm not just seeing, hey, here's all the pages they had in the funnel. That's why I get a little ticked off, and someone's like, well, I funnel hacked and I copied all their pages. That's not really funnel hacking. We're talking about getting down to the offer. We're talking about getting down to the sales message, which is all next week, right? And how to actually sell the thing. And when you actually get that done, man, the funnel game's really easy. You guys starting to see this? I'm not just trial closing you. I really want to know. Are you getting it? Is this fun? Is this cool? I hope that you're seeing that, because when you understand this, this is marketing. Not Facebook ads, but they can be a part of marketing. Not slogans or freaking mission statements or color schemes or logos, but they can be part of marketing, but it's not marketing itself. We're talking about marketing right here. How to overcome problems and objections. You don't have to create problems and objections. There's already going to be ones from the product that you're selling. Okay? When you actually have this, get it? Okay? You don't need to go create them. Just figure out what they are when they see that blue ocean thing. List them all out. See what all these other things that have been selling in the red ocean are. Pick those out and be like, well, I could create my own version of that. I don't even really need to make it. Someone else can make it. And it answers the main objection. And you know what? This is the sequence I'm going to show it in. And so every single funnel. I built almost 500 sales funnels when I worked at ClickFunnels. Okay? I was the lead funnel builder for almost 2 years. Almost 500 funnels. Every time. Okay? That's the reason why I started dreaming in the ClickFunnels editor. Okay, literally every single time I built a funnel, no matter how many times I built that same funnel type, I drew it out because of this part. This is marketing. This is what makes it convert, right? This is what answers those objections. Next week, I'm like so stoked to actually do the sales script itself. Okay, again, don't go make the stuff in your offer. Just kind of identify around what it's kind of going to be. Next week, we go and create the sales message itself. And only when money's coming in, go make the rest of the stuff inside of your offer. Now, that way you don't spend all this time. You don't do what I did the first time, which sucked. So anyways, yeah. All right, guys. This has been a long one. I appreciate you guys taking the time here. Very excited. Very excited. This works regardless of what you're selling, regardless of price point, regardless of if you're just trying to collect leads on the internet or actually do sales on the internet. I don't care what industry you're in. I don't care what it is you're selling, the price point again, but this is how we do it. Right? And if you're like, man, Steven, I'm not dripping out my offer across pages. It's fine. Just put the offer on the main lead page or whatever. You're like, oh, Steven, I'm doing I want people to apply to work with me, or I want them to apply to my coaching. That's fine. Just make your offer, put it on the first page. Be like, this is what you get if you get accepted. Click right here to apply. That makes sense? Doesn't matter what price. Doesn't matter if it's a webinar. Doesn't matter if you're dripping out that offer across several pages on a low ticket thing. It's the same format. Just delivered a little bit different depending on how you're doing it. Nice. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Talk to you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you do like it, please, let's cause a little FOMO, a little fear of missing out. You guys can go talk about it in other social medias and stuff. It's been a lot of fun to see the buzz around it. This is honestly, I think, one of the most high-value things Russell's ever put together. It's been really cool. Hope you guys have seen that as well. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Please do the homework and even be a little prepared by doing it early for tomorrow as well, so we can go deep and I can show you guys more about how to actually pull this off. Bye, guys.